All right, so the first activity that I have for you to do at home is, we talked about 1 Peter 5 verses 6 to 7, which is talking about humbling ourselves before God, talking to him, praising him through prayer, and then also giving all of our worries and to him and our fears and through prayer. And so to help us remember to do that, what I have is called a prayer jar or a worry jar. And what you will need to do this is to have a jar. Maybe it's a mason jar, maybe it's an empty jar of peanut butter that your parents washed out, or maybe it's a little paper mache box that you have sitting around the house. But you will need a box with a lid or a jar, something of that sort. And then you can decorate it however you want to. I used pipe cleaners. You could use beads or streamers or little stickers. I have some foam stickers here. But just get creative. And then what I want, the two things that you'll need to put on your jar is something that says either my worry jar or prayer jar. And so then you'll cut that out like so. And then you will glue it to the back of your jar. It might work best to use hot glue, so ask your parents for help. I'm just going to tape mine because I don't have a hot glue gun ready to go. So I taped my prayers on this jar. And then on the other side, to help me remember the verse for today, I put on there the verse 1 Peter 5 verse 7, which is cast all your anxieties on the Lord who cares for you. And so you can do that. I had a random heart cutout, so I wrote it on a heart-shaped cutout. But just get creative. And then you will need to cut out strips of paper, probably like half the size of this, and then put those next to your jar. And then when you have worries or things that you want to pray to God about, write that on the slip of paper, and then you will put those in the jar. So if you have a smaller one, and they'll fit a lot better. And then you'll put those in the jar. And then I encourage you from time to time, maybe it's every week, maybe it's every month, go back and look at those worries on your own or with your family and see how God has, been with you in your worries, and how he's answered your prayers. And maybe some of those prayers you don't think have been answered yet. That's fine. Put them back in the jar. But it just helps you to see how God is working in your life. And so I encourage you to be as creative as you can with that. And then there will be a coloring page and another activity as well in the description below.